My name is Jenna Miscavige. My uncle's the leader of Scientology, and I escaped when I was 22. I grew up believing we were all immortal spiritual beings who inhabit our bodies, and we pick up a new one each time our last body dies, and that as spirits we had become too dependent on and trapped inside our bodies, and that in our native state we are all powerful godlike beings with superpowers. The first time I was attached to one of these, I was 4 years old. Scientology taught us that it sent a small electrical current through our body, which they believe was influenced by our mind. You're attached to it by holding two hands. Scientologists say they can help you by finding your ruin in life and fixing that, but that's just a hook to get people in. Once people joined, their ruin didn't matter anymore, compared to the mission of saving all mankind.
Earlier today, I spoke with Jenna Miscavige about all of the things that she's saying and why, in the face of serious pushback, she's saying them.
I think after spending several years raising my young children, and in the last couple of years, I've just become re-inspired to start talking about Scientology again by certain YouTube channels and TikTok channels. There's Growing Up in Scientology, Streets LA, where they actually go in front of Scientology recruitment centers and they stop people from joining Scientology. And just watching them talk to young kids and sort of wishing that those people had been around when I was in Scientology, living in the building of the recruitment center, had a big impact on me.
You've mentioned in your TikToks, and so far there's only 13. I mean, it is just literally brand new, this profile of yours. But you've mentioned that you believe that the Church of Scientology employs an Office of Special Affairs that you say is just dedicated to shutting down people like you, to coming after people like you. And I think in one of the TikToks you mentioned they have almost private investigators who might even set up across the street from your house or even move in. Are you fearful of any of those tactics that you've laid out in some of your TikToks?
It has been happening since I left Scientology. I believe that it makes me more safe to be speaking out about it. I feel like Scientology is the first people that, if anything happened to me, that people would suspect to be involved in some sort of foul play. So I feel comfort and safety in speaking out. But it's obviously not fun to be followed by private investigators. I mean, about this time last year, me and my boyfriend were followed by a private investigator. They actually wound up hitting the back of our car, and that part of it was an accident, but it's still just like insane that that's part of my life.
Has any of that ramped up in the last couple of weeks that you've launched this TikTok campaign?
Not in the last week. I've only been on TikTok for a week. So I think that Scientology changes its strategy where they'll make social media profiles and will try to troll you in the comments. And for past members, they try to create whole smear websites. So I think they do things like that, but it's like weird. In the past, they would follow people, and there's even like things where they would hurt people's animals or get involved with their employer and try to get the person fired, where now I feel like it's a new era and they're doing new things, but I'm aware of it and prepared for it. And I just have to brace myself for that to happen.
Well, listen, Jenna, as the niece of David Miscavige, obviously, this is how you start every TikTok. My name is Jenna Miscavige. I'm David Miscavige's niece. He's the leader of Scientology. You're a very, very high-profile critic of the church, like Leah Remini, another very high-profile critic of the church who is breaking through the mainstream. Do you think this is sort of the dam breaking and that more people may end up doing what you're doing? If the things you're saying are true, I can only imagine people are sort of waiting for people like you to pave the way.
Yes, I think so. Initially, speaking out about Scientology was very dangerous, but now people can find their own platforms on TikTok and YouTube, and there is safety in numbers and in corroboration.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.